What's going on, guys? My name is Josh and this is Callie, and that is Do Ray. Not sure where me and Bambi went, but yeah, we got a new video for you guys today. Let's throw us on a tripod so we can get a little bit more stable and we can just chat a little bit nicer. All right, let's see. There we go. Much better. Now I can go hands-free. I can do all the talking with my hands, this, that, the other. So anyway, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna have just a little bit of a different video than the usual, you know, obviously again with everything going on. Trying to stay positive, trying to stay uplifting, and we're also trying to stay productive. So how are we gonna do that today? Well, I'm gonna give you a couple ideas to try and get your creativity juices flowing. Maybe you got some hobbies that you've always wanted to try. Maybe you've thought about wanting to try new hobbies but didn't know where to start or how to go about doing that. I'm gonna give you a couple ideas today in this video. So what's the first skill you can learn? Maybe you're like me and you've always had an instrument hanging out in your basement for the past, I don't know, 15 years and never had the chance to use it, never really thought of it practical, never had the attention span for it, you were just always too busy. Maybe now's the time to buy an instrument if you've always been interested in doing something like that. Me personally, I have had a guitar now for about, I don't know, maybe 10 years on and off and have been pretty terrible at playing, not gonna lie. I bought it so I could try and cover up my terrible singing, but hasn't quite panned out as of yet. But playing an instrument, that could be something that could get your creativity juices flowing. It could be something that'll definitely occupy you. There's so much to learn when learning an instrument, from the notes themselves, how to string them together, how to play them properly, how to make them not sound absolutely terrible. There's just so much that you can do in playing an instrument, and this time would probably be an amazing, undistracted time to learn. Is undistracted even a word? I don't know. It would be a great time to learn nonetheless. And yeah, it was just pretty simple, but kind of got to take the low hanging fruit every now and then. A lot of people wish they could learn to play an instrument, and I think now is an awesome time to get learning. What's another thing that you can learn to do while you're in this self-isolated state because of the unnamed virus? Well, you can learn how to cook. And for me, I've actually had a lot of fun trying to do this because I'm a really terrible cook. People, I mean, they don't usually get food poisoning, but it's pretty sad that I'm 21 years old and I have absolutely no idea what most things in a cooking book do, what most foods are. So I'm having a lot of fun starting to learn some of those things. Just for example, some of the things that I've learned to make just recently are chicken and waffles, which have been absolutely delicious, delightful, and savory. I've learned to make my first ever butter chicken, which I thought was awesome, turned out super well. And this is just using some online recipes that are super easy to follow for beginners. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there, there's a lot of cooking books out there, there's a lot of recipes that you can find online for free. You just gotta be creative and just look up, hey, I wanna make something new for breakfast. What's an idea? I wanna make something new for lunch, something new for dinner, a nice healthy snack. This is a great time to try and experiment and make some different things that you probably wouldn't normally have the time to make on a regular busy day. Because we've got the time for it, so why not learn to make something absolutely delicious? And then it's a skill that you can take with you even once this is all blown over, and you will now be the best chef in town. Another thing you guys could get into would probably be something like yoga or other exercise. Now, there's a bajillion different exercises and workout regimes you can find online that work super well without any equipment, without a gym membership, that you can do at home. And maybe this is all you need to kickstart yourself into a more healthy lifestyle. Who knows, that this could be all you need. And at the end of the day, it really just takes a pair of shorts, a shirt, and a space. So you can do it in your basement, you can do it in your bedroom, you can do it anywhere. You can even do it in your living room with the curtains wide open and all your neighbors can wonder what the hell's going on. It really doesn't matter. It's just, it could be a great time for you to get active, and even if you're stuck inside, you can still do it. If you need a place to start, straight up, just look it up. Indoor workouts, no equipment. It's that easy. The internet is so accessible nowadays that it's super simple to get yourself started if you want to do any kind of exercise while we're stuck inside. I think it's a great idea to get exercise while we're all quarantined because there's not a whole lot else we can do anyway. Some of us, we're not even allowed to go outside. So if you're indoors, you're gonna be going absolutely nuts, and you need to release that in some way, shape, or form, and exercise is a fantastic way to do so. Maybe it's time to get some of those home renos done that you've had on the list for a couple years now. I know I've got a huge list now that I just bought my first place, and I'm kicking at it slowly but surely, and you know, I know absolutely nothing about home renovations, and I thought this is a fantastic time to learn because I've got to be inside anyway. Why not spend some of that time making my space a little bit nicer? And same thing with you guys. I know just about everybody lives in a house where they've got some sort of renovation, some sort of idea that they've wanted to do to their home over time, some sort of DIY project. I think this is a perfect time to do it. Stay inside, get the music cranking, you know, get some beer out. Who knows, maybe if you're not into beer, get some water out. And yeah, just get cracking at it, you know, and start chopping away at it bit by bit. And for my last idea, which is probably a little bit less obvious because it's something that you'd equate to doing more when you're younger, but I think it couldn't be farther from the truth, is maybe getting into something like either magic or cardistry. And I'm not talking about any sort of board games. I'm talking about, you know, just trying to learn a few card tricks here and there, trying to learn some different ways to shuffle a deck. It's a super satisfying thing that you can learn to just kind of keep your hands occupied, and there are a plethora of options that you can use online to try and learn some basic cardistry, some basic magic. Basically what I'm trying to get at in this video is don't spend all your time binging away on Netflix, as I know we all have done. Myself, my guilty pleasure has been Suits. I've crushed through that like none other. But I've also been looking at a whole bunch of different hobbies to try and keep myself busy, try and hone in on some skills, try and improve a few skills here and there, and just keep myself busy in a positive light. And that's probably one of the best things you can do during a time like this when we have so much uncertainty, we have no idea when things are going to get better. Just keep yourselves busy, keep yourselves occupied, and try out new things. If you always wanted to try an instrument, go for it. If you always want to try a home improvement, go for it. If you've always wanted to be a magician or a cardist, go for it. Now's the time, you know? If you've wanted to start something new, maybe you've wanted to start a YouTube channel, who knows? If you have wanted to try anything and you have had life as an excuse not to, oh, work is too busy, friends are too busy, life is just too busy, now is the time to get going because now is when all those distractions are being put aside. So with that, guys, get yourselves inside, get yourselves trying something new, get yourselves cooking an amazing meal, who knows, just get yourselves doing something. And with that, my beautiful stylish friends, have yourselves an amazing rest of your Friday. It's the weekend, I know it's time to go out. Guess what? It's time to stay in, but it's time to stay in and enjoy it. Try something new. You guys are gonna love it. Take care, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day.